Hi there! In this video, we will discuss the summary of the 60th chapter of Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, titled Maria Clara Weds. We will also study the important events, characters, settings, and lessons found in this chapter. Listen and watch carefully, as you will learn a lot from this historical work by Rizal. Let's begin. In this chapter, Captain Tiago is shown to be very happy because he was not arrested or even questioned by the government. As a sign of gratitude, he held masses in different churches. Meanwhile, the opposite happened to Captain Tinong, who went to the government and ended up falling ill due to fear and anxiety. Linares and the couple, the de Espadañas, arrived at Captain Tiago's house. They discussed the upcoming wedding of Maria Clara and Linares. Captain Tiago decided to marry his daughter to Linares because he believed it would open the doors of the palace for him. At Captain Tiago's house, various personalities were present, such as Padre Salvi, Padre Sibila, the Franciscans and Dominicans, the Alferez, the de Espadaña couple, and Lieutenant Guevara. The guests talked about the upcoming wedding of Maria Clara and Linares. One of the female guests called Maria foolish for thinking that Linares was only after her wealth. Lieutenant Guevara eased everyone's fear that Ibarra might be hanged, saying he would only be exiled. Maria went to the azotea of their house. There, she saw a boat slowly approaching their home. The boat was full of grass and had two men on board, Elias and Ibarra. It turned out that Elias had saved Ibarra from his misfortune. Ibarra only passed by to express his feelings to Maria and to give her the freedom to decide about their agreement. Because of this, Maria confessed the reason why she was marrying Linares. Maria said she was forced to give up their love because of her deceased mother and her two living fathers. However, she said she did not love Linares and that Ibarra was the only one she truly loved. Ibarra tightly hugged and kissed Maria Clara. In an instant, he jumped back over the wall and returned to the boat. Meanwhile, Elias knelt before Maria, removed his hat, and then left the area as the young woman's tears fell. Now, let's move on to the important events in this chapter. Captain Tiago was overjoyed because he was not harmed or arrested by the government, so he held masses as a sign of gratitude. Captain Tinong fell ill and became fearful after being invited by the government, fearing he might be accused of being a rebel. Linares and the de Espadaña couple arrived at Captain Tiago's house to discuss the wedding of Maria Clara and Linares. Maria Clara, though sad, politely welcomed the Spanish and Chinese visitors, while her wedding to Linares became the topic of conversation. Maria Clara and Ibarra met on the azotea, where Ibarra expressed his feelings and gave Maria Clara the freedom to decide. Maria Clara confessed that Ibarra was the only one she loved. Important characters. Captain Tiago, Maria Clara's father. He was very happy because he was not arrested or questioned by the government. He held masses as a sign of gratitude for not being involved in the chaos. Captain Tinong, a friend of Captain Tiago who had the opposite experience. He fell ill and became pale due to fear of being accused or implicated with the rebels. Alfonso Linares, the man set to marry Maria Clara. He is considered powerful because of his connection to the Captain General, and Captain Tiago expects this to bring prestige to their family. Doña Victorina, the wife of Don Tiburcio de Espadaña. She is happy about the news of Maria Clara's marriage to Linares and agrees with punishing Ibarra as a rebel. Maria Clara, Captain Tiago's daughter, who is set to marry Linares according to her father's wishes. She is deeply sad, but follows her father's wishes for the sake of her parents and her mother's legacy. In this chapter, she expresses her true feelings for Ibarra. Ibarra, Maria Clara's former lover, who was rescued by Elias to see his beloved one last time before they part ways. Elias, the man who helped Ibarra escape from prison. He also brought Ibarra to Maria Clara to say goodbye. Lieutenant Guevara, a civil officer who stated that Ibarra would not be hanged but only exiled. He also gave Maria Clara information about Ibarra's case. Padre Salvi and Padre Sibila, guests at Captain Tiago's house. Alferez, another personality who was a guest at Captain Tiago's house. Let us now proceed to the setting of this chapter. The main setting of the chapter was Captain Tiago's house, where various personalities gathered for the upcoming wedding. At the end of the chapter, Maria went to the azotea of their house, where she saw Elias and Ibarra. Here are some of the lessons, messages, or implications shown in this chapter. Power and social status can bring happiness, but they cannot hide a person's true feelings, especially sadness and fear. Marriage, as an important decision, should not be forced, especially if it is not based on true love. A forced marriage brings emotional pain. Fear of the government and the possibility of being accused can cause extreme anxiety and harm to one's health, as happened to Captain Tino. Love cannot be replaced by wealth or status, as shown by Maria Clara, who truly loved only Ibarra. Forgiveness and freedom are important in love, as demonstrated by Ibarra when he gave Maria Clara the freedom to decide about their agreement. And that concludes the 60th chapter of Noli Me Tangere, titled Maria Clara Weds. What have you learned from this chapter? Share your answers in the comments. We also encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.